Hello everyone. The article I chose to do today is How Hearing Loss Affects School Performance. This article was written by Joy Victory and it is narrated by me, Michelle Bowles. A brief overview of the article is that untreated hearing loss can cause delays in development. Some children with hearing loss can be misidentified as ADD and ADHD. That's often because of their inattentiveness, or they don't know what's going on, so they might misbehave and portray themselves that they are hyperactive or that they are not paying attention when it's really because of their hearing loss. Children with severe hearing loss do not progress past the third grade unless they receive interventions. It's important that students receive interventions so that they can be successful throughout their academic career. The author feels that children with hearing loss are not less capable of doing well in school than their peers, and I agree with her. With the proper support, students can be successful in school no matter if they can hear or they cannot hear. Classrooms are not conducive to children with hearing loss. I also agree with that because I know that classrooms are loud. There's lots of distractions. There's a lot of side talk. Just the normal, typical classroom noises can be very distracting and very hard for children with hearing loss. The most difficult subject for children with hearing loss are those in like the language arts area, dealing with language concepts, reading, phonics, phonemic awareness, grammar, and things like that can be very difficult for a child with hearing loss. My reaction is, and my experience is, I have one of my e-learners, I teach e-learning and face-to-face, one of my e-learners is, doesn't really like to interact with their peers because it is hard for them to understand her and it is hard for her to understand them. So they're less likely to interact with the class than their peers. Students with hearing loss need extra support so they can be successful. And there is not enough support in the classroom for students with hearing loss. I also feel that there is the same problem with the teachers. Sometimes students are just thrown into our classrooms and there's not a lot of support given to us or strategies given to us to best help the student. And especially it's not done in a timely manner. It might happen, but sometimes with IEPs and medical things, it takes longer for them to get to the teachers and to get that support going, and I feel as if it needs to be done quickly. The implications to practice is I need to focus on not turning my back to the classroom. In my face-to-face classroom, I often see myself, I will turn and write something on the board and continue talking. So that can be hard for a child that has hearing loss. I also need to consistently use my microphone if I had a student with hearing loss because it can project my voice. I often or sometimes don't like to use my microphone because I am a naturally loud teacher and I don't want it to come across like I am screaming at them. So with a microphone, it kind of projects it. But if I had a student with hearing loss, that would be something that I would need to work on and I would need to adapt so that child could be successful. And I also think that I need to, or we all need to, whenever we have students in our classroom that are struggling with the hearing loss, that we need to seek out strategies and things to help them be successful in our classrooms. I actually have hearing loss in one of my ears. I am not sure when it happened. I discovered it when I was in college. So whenever I went to several doctors, they were very surprised that I had just discovered it because they said that type of hearing loss that I had doesn't tend to happen overnight and that it was probably something that I had had for a while and we never recognized it. But by the grace of God, I was very successful in school. I did not have any ramifications of the hearing loss. As I am aging and getting older, I do find that I do have some problems with the hearing at times, especially like low whispers and things. But anyway, it's easier sometimes whenever you have that disability to be able to react and to help those students and be supportive in the classroom. For the student that I have that's an e-learner who is hard of hearing, it is a very difficult task to help her be engaged and to support her because of the disconnect from home through what I'm saying through a computer is oftentimes for distorted or whatever, just because of technology. The school is working very hard to get the extra support for her so she can be successful. I find this topic very interesting and something that we all need to be aware of, because we never know whenever we're going to get one of those students in our classroom. I hope you all have a good day. Thank you for listening.